All right, we're going to be doing lesson 9 in module 4. This is sales tax, tips, and markups. Let's start with a definition of sales tax. This is going to be a cost that the government places on the purchase of an item. Now, to find the total cost, since it is in addition to the price of the item that you're purchasing, we're going to take that original cost and we're going to add the sales tax to find the total cost. All right, now there's two different ways to calculate this, and I'm going to show you both ways because sometimes the question is asking just for sales tax and sometimes it's asking for total price. So it says Drew wants to buy exercise equipment that costs $140 and the sales tax is $5 or 5.75%. What is the total cost? So we're going to start with our part equals percent times whole. Because we're talking about percentages, we always use this equation. Now, we're going to find just the sales tax first. So since the percentage is 5.75, we move the decimal place over twice to get 0.0575. The whole is always the original cost, so 140. So after calculating this, you get the sales tax of $8.05. And that's just the sales tax. Now, once you find the sales tax, to find the total cost, you're just going to add it together. So the cost of the item was $140 plus the $8.05 is $148.05. Now we can do this a different way. We've been talking about percentages. If you're adding something to the total cost, you can add that percentage to 100. So this will give us the total cost. So we're still going to use part equals percent times whole. Now, if the sales tax is 5.75% and we add sales tax, we can add that to 100, which will give us 105.75%. That's how much you're paying on the percentage you're paying of the original cost. So I'm going to put 1.0575. The original cost is still 140. Now, when you do the math on that, it's going to be 148.05, which if you notice matches the answer we got above, but it gives us that answer directly without having to add it afterwards. That's only good though if you are asked to find the total cost, not the sales tax first. All right, let's go into tip, gratuity, and markup. Let's take a definition down first. A tip is an amount of money you pay for a service. So this could be a hairdresser, or I like to get my nails done. You pay somebody a tip. A lot of restaurants, waiters and waitresses, they'll get tips as well. Markups is when, we've already talked about this, the amount of money that is added to the cost that a store pays. So the store is actually marking it up. They pay a certain price. We usually call that wholesale, and then they mark it up so that they make a profit. So to find the selling price of an item, you're going to take the original price and you're going to add the markup. Sometimes this original is called wholesale. All right, so let's do one of these. We're going to do it two different ways again. First, it says a customer wants to tip 15% on a restaurant bill that's $35. What will be the total bill? So let's start by just finding how much tip we are going to put on this bill. So we're talking about percentages, so part equals percent times whole. We have X equals, this is 15%, 0.15, times the whole bill, which would be 35. Now go ahead and put that in your calculator. And you get $5.25. So that's the tip. Now, to find the whole bill, we're going to add that to the price of the bill, which gives us $40.25. Now remember, we can do that differently in one step rather than two, because the bill is actually 100% and we want to add to it 15%. We are going to use the percentage 1.15. The bill is still $35. So 1.15 times 35 should give us $40.25. And that gives you the answer directly without having to add it. All right, last one. We're doing a markup of 25%. So we're going to add it to 100, which would be 125%. So part equals percent times whole. Our part is our selling price. It's 125% of the original, which is 56. So when you do the math, you get a selling price of $70. And that is it for lesson 9. Remember, your homework is 3 pages long. The next 3 pages are the problem set for this lesson.